Good day, gamers. Fortain here. Welcome back to episode 2 of Minecraft StoneBlock. How you doing? I'm doing well, and I hope you're doing well as well. When last we left off, we were slowly expanding out the little 1x1 space, or 2x2 space, that is the starting area here in StoneBlock. We've also started doing some of the quests in the Better Questing quest book here. Making some progress there. We have also started up with some of the basic Minecraft advancements. We have done a couple things that'll like get us slowly but surely into buildcraft, mainly like collecting sticks to make the first wooden gears, and just getting the little bits of stuff to start into colossal chests, which we'll touch on at some point, but not really that interested in using. But yeah, so here's where we are. Today, I definitely want to take some time to expand this area because of the amount of progress we're going to be attempting to make today. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I definitely want to do is I want to start making some more torches, because while I'm expanding out the area, I want to make sure I'm leaving absolutely no chances for there to be spawnable spots. I have no weapon, I have no armor. Yes, I can make stone armor. I'd rather not right now because it does slow you down by quite a bit. There we go. So yeah, let's make sure that there is no possible spots that any mobs can spawn. Now, with this being a completely stone encased world, there's always the possibility, it's unlikely, but it is possible, that when I go to break a block, that an enemy could spawn in that block in the half second or so that the airspace is exposed and is unlit. It is a very rare thing that can happen. I'm not sure if that was ever like fully fixed in some of the later versions of Minecraft or not. This is version 1.12.2. Can you not combine the... I thought you could combine these two. Yeah, you can. Okay. Weird. You can't combine them in the crafting table to repair them, but you can in your own inventory. Okay, whatever. Moving on. But yeah, so I don't know if that was ever fixed in any of the versions of Minecraft. This is version 1.12.2. So I just rather would not take the chance of that happening, and you're like, all of a sudden a creeper spawns and blows me up. So I want to go ahead and make a little bit of charcoal here. Don't need too much charcoal because we're not expanding this out too far, but I do want to have some. Go ahead and twerk for a little bit more tree while we're waiting. Also, let me go ahead and make, if we take a look at the different types of shears that are able to be made, there are a whole bunch. There's your standard Minecraft wooden shears. There's shears made of tons of different materials. We have wooden shears. We have, I think we have stone shears in here somewhere. Flint shears, stone shears, they're there. But we can just make like standard wooden shears. So let's just make 2 of those. I am going to want to start collecting the saplings. Or not the saplings, excuse me, the leaf blocks for part of the decoration here for center base. Again, I'm not going to worry too much about decorating the main level of center base until we get it fully expanded out. And even then, probably not until... Yeah, that works plenty fast. I will, of course, have to be careful. They are made of wood, and they have 59 durability. I will probably just use up these 2 wooden shears that I have, and then make stone ones, because, yeah, that's already drained super fast. But we're not going to worry about decorating too much of this area until I'm ready to actually start digging downwards to make, like, the first basement. Ah, no. It's dark. It's dark and spooky. Nope. There we go. Whoopsie doodle. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that just doesn't have quite as much durability as I'd like. Stone shears are 131, so we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, it takes stone, not cobblestone. That's all right. Do. And then, there. Go ahead and cook up some stone. 1 second. There we go. Sorry for that. Moving along. Let's see, we've got all the loot crates here that we've been getting so far. I really don't plan on using them at all. But I do want to make some torches. I don't need a lot at the moment. Again, I'm not going to be expanding the area out too far. Let's take a look. Checking my notes here. So while that is cooking the stone to make the shears, or the stone shears, the next thing we're going to be doing is making a sieve. Sieves require a mesh. Different resources are obtained by running dirt, gravel, sand, and dust through it with the different meshes. Mesh, ES, or MESHS, not mesh is, but that's fine. So we need to make a sieve. They're pretty easy to make. That is just going to be that one right there. We do need a wooden slab. Again, something very easy to make. Boop. And here we are, the sieve. That should give us the... Yep, there's the completion. All right, that's the sieve right there. This thing, and its heavy version, is going to be like the primary method of gaining resources for most of the mod pack. That's kind of what this whole thing is built around. Toss away our loot chests because we don't care about them. Next up is going to be the silk mesh. See JEI for what resources this mesh will give. So we need to make the string mesh. It's pretty easy, just 9 string. We managed to get a whole bunch of string from the singular infected tree that I made. So we've got that. We have enough apples to do something that I want to do. But let's make the mesh first. All right, string mesh, and boom, string mesh. Ta-da! Done. We can go back into the quest book, claim the loot chest. So the way these work boop, is you take the string, or you take your mesh, you put it inside the sieve. You then take the material that you want to sieve, such as sand, gravel, dirt, and dust. You put it in there, and out pops different materials. We will go ahead. Let's see, we've got some 3x3s. Let's expand this outward a little bit, get some more cobblestone, and then hammer that cobblestone into gravel. And then I will show you exactly what that looks like. So that's 3, 4, and 5. We're just going to do it in this section for the moment, just for testing purposes. But yeah, the sieve mechanic in X-Null-I-Ho is used in a fair amount of other mod packs. Just a way to get materials from literally nothing. Like even some of the older modded worlds / mod packs where you start with like the ice bucket tree lava world. I forget exactly off the top of my head what that was called, but yeah, that same basic idea of you basically have nothing. How much of the game can you play when you start with effectively nothing? What is the minimum amount of material that you can have and still be able to progress? So we can hammer this cobblestone as is, but we can also make a compressed hammer to hammer the compressed cobblestone. So actually, let me look up hammer. There we go. So we can make a compressed stone hammer, and that lets us hammer the compressed blocks instead of doing these all one by one. I will not do that. I have an okay amount of wood for right now. I do say right now because it will go by very quickly. And we have plenty of cobblestone on us. Yeah. So what we need to do is we need to make 9 stone hammers. These ones will get used up over time. That's 7, 8, 9. Perfect. And then we combine them into a compressed. Nope, not that one. That one. Thank you. Compressed stone hammer. So now what we can do is we can take the cobblestone, compress it into compressed cobblestone, and that'll make this process faster. Now, once again, it is a bug with this mod pack. I've seen it multiple times. Each compressed cobblestone is 9 cobblestone. So this should be 9, 18, 27, 36. So 36, that would be 72. I should get 72 gravel by doing this. There is a chance, because of bug, that I won't get 72 cobble. Some of it might disappear. It happens, and it's weird, but just in case it does happen to happen, notating it here. But going back to here, we've got the string mesh. The next step in this part of the process, which I will show in just a second, is the flint mesh. So we have to make the flint stiffened mesh, which is made by combining flint and string. We can combine gravel together to just get a piece of flint, although why you would have 2 different recipes for, I don't know. You can also just get flint directly from, mining the gravel, but whatever. But you can also get it from sieving the gravel here, like this. So we're going to do that. You just go up to the sieve with whatever you want to sieve. There you go. And that right there is pretty much the vast majority of the pack, ladies and gentlemen, and those who are in between. Yep. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be sieving the gravel to get enough bits of flint to be able to make the flint stiffened mesh. What I'm going to do, and this is not something that is required here in this mod pack, or it's not required in the quest book, is instead of using the regular sieve, you can just take the mesh out like that. I'm going to make the heavy sieve. The heavy sieve, it is faster. It is, technically speaking, ever so slightly less efficient in terms of the amount of material that you can gain from it. But it works so much faster that I want to say the averages balance themselves out. And I will show you what I mean in just a second. So we got the heavy oak sieve. Boom. As it said, it only sieves the compressed blocks, which is fine. So what we do is take the gravel, we compress the gravel, and now we have compressed gravel. So instead of sieving one piece at a time, we are sieving 9 blocks of gravel at once. If you take a look, and we'll just go to right here. So the string mesh, we're just going to use that as the baseline. The string mesh, sieving 1 piece of gravel. Each attempt gets you, you have 1 attempt to get an iron ore piece, 1 attempt to get a copper ore piece, tin, aluminum, osmium, flint, so on. And you can see the percent chances here. 30% for iron, 13% for flint. If we go to the compressed gravel, and we'll go to the string mesh, just so we're comparing the same thing, you'll notice you have 7 chances of getting that. 7 chances at 13%, 7 chances at 30%. So yes, you are, technically speaking, losing out on the potential for 2 pieces of gravel worth of materials to drop. But considering you are sieving 9 blocks at one time, like I said, the averages end up being that you get materials much faster doing this. It's not perfect, but you do get materials much faster doing this. And over the lifespan of the mod pack, it's honestly not going to make a whole lot of difference. You will spend more time sieving just the singular pieces. Oof, clunk. You'll get more materials faster overall by sieving with the heavy sieve than you will if you were to spend time sieving every single individual piece of gravel or dirt or dust or what have you. So we're just going to be using the heavy sieves. But we do still need to make the flint stiffened mesh, which is right here. There we go, the flint stiffened mesh. Ba-da-dum. Claim that. And we're going to retire, we're not going to toss, but we're just going to retire the string mesh for right now because there's definitely some stuff that I need to get from it in specific. But the higher quality meshes, the flint, the iron, then the diamond stiffened mesh, gives you better chances at getting most materials. Not all, but most. As you can see, we're already getting some iron, some lead, and so on. I do want to go ahead and we shall make the stone shears. The reason I want shear blocks, again, beyond decorating a few things. Oh, I need more sticks. Thank you. There we go. Beyond using for decorations is we're going to need some for a couple crafting things in a little while. Let's see. From here, we're going to need to continue to expand outwards a bit. We don't have quite enough iron to do a certain thing yet. So let's go ahead and bop these last couple pieces of cobblestone. And I already have, and I have some more cobblestone here. That works. Perfect. What I'd like to try and do is get enough iron, not to make the iron stiffened mesh just yet, but to make the... There we go. And I have a singular piece of gravel there. That's fine. But to make a hammer that I can use to expand this area out faster. And I'll show you what that is. Flint stiffened mesh. So yeah, now we're going to have a better chance of getting iron and some other materials. Yes, perfect. That is enough iron to make our first hammer. It's going to go very fast, trust me. Some more wood. Yes, I'm cooking with sticks right now because it's more efficient. We can go ahead and put that away for the moment. Don't need the string on me or that. I'm keeping some cobblestone for right now just in case I shouldn't run low, but to be on the safe side. We're going to cook these ore chunks here, so we need 14 sticks. 7 iron. That's going to go ahead and cook. While that's cooking, I'm actually going to go ahead and get some more tree going. Because as you can see, I am kind of low on wood, and there's a few wooden things I'm going to be needing to build pretty soon here. that's a bit better in terms of longevity on the shears. Not having to use 2 shears for 1 tree. I will probably make the, like, standard Minecraft shears in a bit. Yeah, the durability is 238 for just 2 pieces of iron. Not bad at all. Alright. There we go. Plenty of that. We'll go ahead and crook these. Want to make sure that I have a plentiful amount of saplings. My iron should be just about finished cooking. There we go. Perfect. Iron is done. And we get the advancement. Acquire hardware. Ta-da! Okay. From here, I'm not going to be building iron tools just yet. I do need quite a bit of iron to keep that going. But if we take a look at the different types of hammers, we can see that there is... Ooh, spooky noises. We have the iron hammer here. Takes 5 iron and just a couple sticks. This is going to allow me to break blocks at a 3x3 so I can dig out the area that I want to dig out much faster. So, little hammer. Right here. If we open up here, so we're at a 5x5. Correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go 6, 7, 8. Look how much faster that is in terms of digging. That is so nice. I will be using, whenever possible, I'm going to be using this iron hammer to just dig out very fast. At a certain point, I'm not even going to need to really dig much at all. I'm going to have a... Oh, so nice, so helpful. I'm going to have a cobblestone generator to just get all the cobblestone that I need. But for right now, this is helping quite immensely. We will be back in just a second. It is time to make the first double save of the episode, so BRB. And we're back. All right. Beginning this area. Yeah, let's make a little bit more torch. Oh, actually, I still have... I'm even getting some coal from sieving that stuff. That works beautifully. Perfect. So let's just go ahead and expand this area. Again, not too much. We're at 4... right? 1, 2, 3... No, 3, actually. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfecto. Torch there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I can count. So this will give us a pretty good baseline to be able to make a few, not exactly machines, but material generation things that I'll be able to use to actually not exactly jump ahead, but get access to stuff somewhat quickly. The hammer is already taking a beating, so we will have to be somewhat careful. Apologies. There we go. Very sorry, everyone. A little froggy today, but we'll be all right. Let's expand outwards this way. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we're going to be putting this cobblestone that we're getting through this to good use. I wasn't counting. No! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. Before I do any more hammering with this hammer, let's go ahead and get some more iron going. There we go. Press cobble. Perfect. Where's my compressed hammer? There it is. Now we have not sieved any of the other things yet. I will be doing so once I finish expanding this outwards. We're not going to make it, again, too far out. Boop. There we go. But just enough to get some extra breathing room. Already getting some more iron. Very nice. One of the things that is always... It can be frustrating, but it can also be interesting for me when playing these mod packs, is especially in worlds that are kind of like this, where the starting area is somewhat limited, you have like very limited resources, is what is the starting point for certain things in the mod? Like how do I start off getting this material? How do I start off getting that material? Where's like the origin point for diving into this mod or that mod? One of the things that you can do in this mod pack is you can get, I'll just put all these in there. There. Is you can get materials from chickens, for example. They have a hatchery, roost, and what's the other one? Yeah, hatchery, roost, and chickens is the name of the mod pack, or the name of the mod in the mod pack. That you can use to make ore generating chickens. But it's like, how do you start getting chickens? The world is made of stone. It's not like you're going to have any real like spawnable areas here for chickens to spawn in. You actually can start off getting chickens in here using a Pam's Harvest Craft thing. So that's what we're going to be making in just a little while here. Continue expanding this outwards, like so. Perfect. Making sure everything is nice and lit up. And there we go. 6, 7, 8. Do I need to have torches on both sides of the chunk line? Nah, but I just like to. Just to have some symmetry here. There we go. Perfect. Plenty of space. We'll expand upwards in a little bit, but for now I just needed the horizontal space. There's the rest of the iron. Very nice. We don't need this coal on us. And we will go ahead and compress the cobblestone for now, just to clear up our inventory. And we can go ahead and combine these iron hammers together. Boop, just like that. Let's see. All right, so we got the first 8x8. That's the button I need right here. You see in the mini-map in the upper right-hand corner, you can see the size of it expanding out. That's what I'm looking for. I would like, let's start in this section here. Yeah, that sounds good. So if we take a look at Pam's Harvest Craft, there's a ton of seeds. There are so many seeds that I'm going to have to play around with. But for right now, the first thing we need to make is actually this ground trap. And what this will do is, using different types of bait, I'll be able to get different animal drops. So grain bait can get me raw chicken, it can get me leather, feathers, but most importantly, it can get me eggs. And same thing with the fruit bait. Same thing with the veggie bait. That is what I'm going to be going for the most. I'm going to be happy with everything else that I can get from it, but I'm mostly going to be trying to get eggs from this. With those eggs, I'll actually be able to start with the chickens, and then from there, I can start making the different ore chickens. I'm going to use up these hammers a little bit, because I want basically a 5x5 area made of dirt. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to have to move that in a minute, but that's okay. So we're going to have to hammer some cobblestone all the way down to being dirt. This is just that. Perfect. I will go ahead. Yeah, that's right. I'm just going to put these over here for right now, just so I can move some things around. We're, again, going to build an actual storage area eventually. This is kind of a bit of a, I don't want to say a side project, but kind of a side project in terms of stuff that we need to do. We don't exactly need to do it right now, but I want to. I want to get this stuff started up. We need to hammer, we'll just do like 2 cobblestone worth. We don't need a lot of dirt. So if we take this, take the gravel, compress gravel, and then hammer that down again. Now we have dirt. Perfect. So basically the way this works is it has to be, I need a bit more dirt than I made. Oh well. Nothing wrong with that. Oh. Wrong tool. This is wrong tool. But the way this works is you have to have it be essentially in a plus sign of dirt that has at least one more bit of dirt touching it. The exact layout is a little funky looking. So instead of worrying about, this one is touching this corner and this one's touching this corner, I'm just going to make a 5x5 dirt, put it right in the center, and call it good. So yeah, the ground trap will go here. The nice thing is you can actually hopper in and out of this thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dig here and here because I want to just see dirt for right now. Actually, I need to dig one more down, pardon me. Why am I decorating like this? Because I can. There we go. Give me that piece for the second. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. That'll work just fine. All right. So we need to make the ground trap, some string, a regular chest, and a wooden trapdoor. Easily done. I have plenty of string. A standard old wooden chest, and then a trapdoor. And that gets us the ground trap. So, pardon me again. Yep. So with the ground trap, I also do want to make 2 wooden hoppers, just to automate part of this. Chest and planks. I need more wood, so let us grow a few more trees first. Twerking for trees, twerking for trees. And it's good that I'm getting some more wood right now because my compressed crook is running a bit low. I need to make another one before I continue any further. wood, sticks, 2, 3, and 4. My sticks back, another compressed crook, and we're good to go. And more tree, please. Actually, let's shear these ones. Again, I need more leaf blocks for crafting and decorations. Switch the shears. Perfect. I love the size of these storage bins. It's so nice. It's so much room in here. Oh, that. The chest. Makes a wooden hopper. And we'll do one more. Oh, got a big tree. Nice. Very, very nice. Combine these two. My voice is getting so hoarse. Ah. Apologies, everyone. Like I said, for some reason my voice is just feeling very froggy today. I don't know why, but it is what it is. You all won't be hearing what I'm having to edit out, so I do apologize for the constant edits. But in any event, what I was trying to say is let's go ahead and combine the stone shears together. That way it doesn't come close to breaking. We shall go ahead and make another chest so we can make another wooden hopper. There we go. So I'm going to take this small storage crate that I have here, place it right there, wooden hopper right there, and then the ground trap goes right there. So the stuff will go into here, be trapped into here, and then right into the small storage crate. So I'm not going to have to worry for a very long time about running out of storage space on this thing. So there are the different types of bait that you can use in this, as we saw. There's the fruit bait, grain bait, and veggie bait. There's also fish trap bait, which is, as you can see, used for the fish trap, which we're not using just yet. We'll do so in a bit. So 3 string and pretty much any fruit get you 4 fruit baits. As we saw, we have a fair amount of apples here, so we'll be able to make some fruit bait to begin with. Now this process for this trap does take a while, which is kind of why I wanted to go ahead and get it set up now. Just let it run while I'm doing other things, and then at some point, once I start getting chicken eggs, I can then go ahead and start doing all the stuff with chickens. Before I do that, there is, I'm pretty sure, yes, there it is, the apple sprout. Exactly. I love these things because apples are such an easy food to use to make like apple juice, just as a nice beginning food. Apple yogurt. Why would plain yogurt and leather make 4 plain yogurts? I don't get that. Weird. Anyway. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Anyway, it's quick and easy food. So for the second, I'm going to set up just this little spot like this. Yes, I know I chopped all these down. But I take the apple sprouts, I put them right here, boop, and they will start growing apples for me. Don't think I can twerk them. Nope, that's fine. But as I get more apples, I can make more apple bait to put in here. Ah, yes, so apple bait. Or I should say fruit bait. There we go. Let's start off with 16 fruit bait and go from there. We are going to need... Yeah, let's go ahead and make another small... Actually, I'll just make a regular chest for right now to put on top of here. I don't need to make another small storage crate, but I will eventually. That way I can just dump a whole bunch of bait in it at once. There we go. So that slowly is hoppered out of here into the ground trap. Over time, the ground trap will be used. This is perfectly fine. Like I said, it's basically got to be essentially a plus-ish sign of dirt with at least an additional piece of dirt next to it. So this should work just fine. And then eventually we'll find stuff here in the small storage crate. Yep. All right. So we'll just let that do its thing while we continue on. Oh, let's see. Should be able to combine these two, and we can. Perfect. Let's go ahead and make another paxel, or stone paxels here. And then I'm going to make the next double save. Go. Perfect. Fresh paxel. Oh look, we've already got another apple here. Look at that. Yep, and you just right click it, and most times the sprout just stays, and you can just keep getting more and more apples from it. Just like that. Infinite apples. Yeah, there we go. Inventory looks good. And yeah, let's go ahead and make the next double save, and I shall be right back. Alrighty, and we are back. Let's go ahead and continue making some progress here. The main thing that I want to do next, let's put these tools right here for the moment. The ground trap is starting to work. Hey, look, we're already starting to get some rabbit hide out of here. Very nice. Again, this is going to take a while, so we're just going to set it to work while we do other things. I want to go ahead and progress towards, let's see, the oak crucible and the iron mesh. So we do need to make the iron siphon mesh, which is 4 pieces of iron. I think we may, keyword may, have enough iron. Not enough. Not quite enough yet, but that's okay. So we need to sieve more gravel. Let's go ahead and do such things. We'll take our compressed cobblestone. That should be a fair amount for a moment. Eventually it'll be glorious in that we'll have machines that will do this for us. But for now, we have to do it by hand. Oh well, such is the life of modern Minecraft. Which is also why, at least for right now, I'm not making a bunch of stuff out of iron, because it takes a little while to get iron, so I don't want to immediately switch over to iron tools and iron armor and such. We're going to be doing a bunch of stuff with iron, just not quite yet. Maybe once we have the cobblestone generator, then we'll start making more stuff out of iron, because that way we're not having to use the cobblestone that we're getting from simply digging out at center base here. But for now, this will be plenty enough. We're also getting a few bits and pieces of other materials that we'll need later on, which is very nice. I can see some tin, I believe that is, as well as osmium. Ah, for the times when I will have ore doubling and ore tripling and so on. It will be so glorious. There we go. Perfect. Got some lead, tin, copper, aluminum, and osmium. But the main things I need is just that delicious iron. Perfect. Take my sticks back. Take a singular piece of coal. And we'll go ahead and cook that up. Got plenty of flint too, so very nice. If I need to start making arrows, I don't have feathers, so I can't make arrows. But that's okay. While the iron is cooking, what else can we work on? We can work on the oak crucible. Place organic items, leaves, saplings, or food into an oak crucible and wait for it to turn into water. Let's go ahead and make it. Again, something that's going to take just a wee bit of time to craft. Now you'll notice here in there's actually two wooden crucibles that you can make. There's the standard wooden crucible by XNLIHO, but this one is disabled, so you got to use the oak crucible. And of course you can have like jungle or birch or spruce or whatever. I'm just going to stick with the oak because it's a plentiful tree. To do that, speaking of, I do need more tree. So let us gain a bit more tree here. Now, as far as these sieves are concerned, as far as I'm aware, I have not really used this part of the mod pack myself. You can create effectively a multi-block structure of the sieves. Like you can have them be like a 4x4 or 5x5 or so on, with a mesh in each one. And then when you right click to put the material in there, it just puts it into each sieve. And then as you're holding right click to sieve the materials, you're sieving all of it. You can do that. In fact, if you take a look at the quest book here, it even shows that right here in the corner. Like, oh, here's a little 2x2 of the sieves with diamond mesh in them. And why am I not doing that? It's another one of those decisions that I kind of like made a while ago. It kind of ties into the only making one of certain kinds of machines, just to so I'm not having like, you know, I have 40 furnaces all going at one time to cook stuff super fast. It's like, or, you know, you could just make one of the really fast good furnaces and cook stuff much faster. So that's all. It's just one of those weird decisions. My brain was like, nah, this is the way I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna have like, you know, a giant 9x9 multi-block of sieves with different types of meshes going to get different materials and so on. It's like, I'll just make one sieve that's got the mesh in it and go from there. I will say that once I do start making the automation machines for this, I will have like one sieving machine going for sieving gravel, one for dirt, one for sand. Why is that any different? I don't know. That's just my brain, but that's okay. I know my brain, that's what it do. But in any event, back to the oak crucible. Oh, we need the plank. I should have plenty of spare planks here. There we go. Got the oak crucible. Da-da-da. I don't want to put it here, although I could, because that'll block my tree growth. So I'm just going to plant it right there. So with this crucible, can claim that. Toss that away. There we go. Next part of this is getting water. Craft a bucket with iron from sifting to pick up water. Easily done. We just need a water bucket. So what we do is we add saplings, we add leaf blocks. Can we add these apple sprouts? I don't remember. Let's check. Nope, that doesn't do anything. That's fine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So we've added this solid volume into the crucible here. The torch is melting it down into water. We'll come back in a minute and we will have our first bucket of water. We do need to actually make the bucket, so let's do such things. Boop, boop, and boop. We've got our first bucket. Do I want to go ahead and make a second bucket right now? Actually, I'm going to hold off on that because we do need to make the iron stiffened mesh, although we have enough iron to do both. So let's do both. Let's make one more bucket. Boop. Perfect. That should... Oh, yeah, so we have to fill a bucket of lava. That's fine. Go over here to mesh. We need the iron mesh. Bam. Iron stiffened mesh. That is that done. So we can go ahead and complete that. Get the loot chest. Put that away. And now we have even better odds of getting certain materials. So from here, we now need to try for a diamond mesh, which, as you can see, takes diamonds. So the best way to get diamonds right now, if we go to the heavy sieve, is going to be, just sieving more gravel. It's a low percent chance. It's only a 1% chance. But if you sieve enough of it, we should get some. So this can go away. Let's check real quick, see if we got any eggs. We got some raw chicken. We have some raw duck and raw rabbits. We have some fruit bait left. And this is just getting us easy apples. So glorious. Let's go ahead and make some more fruit bait while we're here. All the Pam's Harvest Craft recipes. There you go. Become fruit bait. Please and thank you. And we need to sieve to get diamonds. All right. So this is going to be getting us, more iron, more lead and such. The goal is to get enough diamond from this to be able to make the diamond stiffened mesh, which gives us the best chances for getting most of the materials that you can get from sieving. I am obviously going to be keeping the dirt mesh, or not dirt mesh, excuse me, the string mesh, because there are certain things that you can get from that that you can't get with other meshes, particularly when you're sieving dirt and I want to say soul sand. Go. So let's hope for some diamonds here. If we don't get diamonds, that's perfectly fine. We have more cobblestone to work with here anyway. And again, it's getting me more iron to be able to do other crafting things with. So no matter what there we go. There's our first diamond. Huzzah! So no matter what we get from it, we're going to be getting some useful stuff, but we're mostly looking for diamonds. And eventually, when we're able to enchant the mesh, then we're really going to be upping the yields that we can get. There we go. Only 1 diamond, unfortunately, but we did get 4 emeralds, so that's nice. Combine that together, that's 12 more iron. Very good. Let's see, which part do we want to do next? Oh, got plenty of coal too. Let's go ahead and we're going to cook this. Boop. There's our singular diamond. We'll go ahead and do some more cobblestone. Yes, the crucible is done. Let us hammer this cobblestone into gravel. We shall pick up the bucket of water. Then we're going to make a second bucket of water because I want to have an infinite water source. That way I don't have to keep waiting to turn leaf blocks and stuff into water to get water for whatever machine or other process that I'm going to do. Okay, that is done. Perfect. Bucket 1. Ta-da! We have water. That away, put that away. Claim the loot chest. That goes away. So if we take a look here with clay, clay can be obtained by clicking an oak crucible filled with water or wooden barrel with a dust block. We're going to need clay for a few things, not the least of which is to make lava. We will go ahead and do that in a moment, but now that we got this first bit of water, like I said, I want to go ahead and make an infinite source block. So let's fill that up while we're doing other things. We have more iron, thank you. Let's go ahead and sieve this gravel here. See if we can get ourselves 3 more diamonds. If not more diamonds, then once again, at least more iron. Because I also want to get the advancements for doing some stuff with iron. We'll be doing momentarily. But I want to make sure I have enough iron to do so without using like all of the iron that I have. And let's hope after this stack of 16 compressed gravel, we'll have 3 diamonds. It's a low percent chance. It really is. Okay. Ah, no diamonds. Fudge. Oh well, like I said, it's simply going to take a lot of sieving to get the amount of diamonds that we need, but that's okay. Okay, put that away. That is 16 more iron. That is helpful. Cobblestone. Check here. We have our first chicken egg. Huzzah for the chicken egg. Very nice. That is a very, very good find. I am actually, we're going to be ending the episode somewhat soon, but I don't want to end it just yet. I'm actually going to divert slightly. Let's see. From working on the main progressions, because what I'd like to do is I would like to start getting some seeds here. Yeah, that's going to be the best thing. So we'll make some compressed cobblestone. let's do 8. We're going to take out the iron mesh that we have, and then we're going to put in the string mesh. There we go. Ooh, I need the compressed hammer still. So when you sieve dirt in the compressed in the string mesh, you get seeds, specifically like wheat seeds, barley seeds, and so on, as we saw. There we go. Pumpkin, sugarcane, potato, grass, regular seed, carrot seeds, and melons. That's what I want to try and get, because I do want to start having a little farm starting to get set up for growing the different foodstuffs. Not that I really need to be eating them, but I do want to have them on hand for crafting with. Oh, wrong tool again. One more over. There we go. All right. So now we have 8 blocks of compressed dirt. Let's see what we can get. Hope for some seeds. We are going to get a lot of pebbles from this. It's kind of silly, but we will be getting a bunch of pebbles. The pebbles I'll just be turning back into cobblestone to feed back into this system, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, you can just take these stone pebbles. Boop. They're the same stone pebbles that we got previously. But in a way, it's kind of a nice way to like get stone back from sieving this. Because I mean, you look at that. We sieved 8 blocks of compressed dirt, which is what? 72 blocks of, yeah. So we went from 72 blocks of dirt to 47 blocks of cobblestone that we can then hammer down and sieve again. So yeah, it gets you some of the materials back. But we can make sugarcane, we can make grass, we can make carrots and potatoes. So very excellent. Yes, it is. Perfect. Boop. Where do I want to put this for now? Let's just go, we'll go right here. Again, just so I don't have to keep using the crucible to make more water. Ta-da! Infinite water. Excellent. There we go. Open my notes back up. So yeah, let's actually, I think the last thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and make that clay. So we have gravel, which we hammer to dirt. Dirt gets hammered to sand, and then sand gets hammered to dust. Right there. Now again, you get different materials from each thing that you sieve. We are definitely going to be sieving dust later on, but for now we're just kind of sticking with gravel because it gets us the most of the main things that we're looking for. Bucket and bucket. This right here is again why I wanted to have an infinite water source. Fill that up, put the dust in, and we have clay. Once again, water, dust, clay. Easy peasy. Yes, I could have put the infinite water source over here. No biggie. I will be moving it around. Ta-da! We have clay. Or we have completed the clay. Oh, what? I became see-through. My character was like skeletal for a second. There we go. 4 blocks of clay. Very awesome. Name that. And the reason that we want to have the clay is because the next step over here, the beginning of lava generation, requires a crucible. Crucibles can transform stone into lava. The slowest, of course, is putting the crucible over a torch. We can also put it over lava, fire, a mega torch, yellorium blocks, plutonium blocks, a superheating element, and then awakened draconium blocks. So lots of heating blocks can speed this up. We're not going to use too many of them just because we have multiple ways to make lava. This is simply the earliest one. But the crucible is made from an unfired crucible, and that takes porcelain clay. So just clay and bone meal. Bone meal is gotten from sieving dust. So once we have the diamond mesh, we're going to have a pretty good chance of getting some bone meal. Beyond that, there's not too many ways that we have at the second for getting bone meal. So it's just going to be trying to sieve a bunch of stuff to get it. There's bone. That'll get us some bone meal. We've got some feathers. But again, we do have the all-important egg that we can start beginning with chicken stuff. We're not going to get too far into chicken stuff next time, simply because, again, it does take a while to do. Let's go ahead and replace the string mesh back with the iron stiffened mesh. There we go. All right, I do believe that is going to do it for now. Next episode, we are going to continue trying to get enough diamond to be able to do the diamond stiffened mesh, so we have the best chances at those drops. We're going to need to sieve some materials to get more bone meal to begin lava generation, because I really want to go ahead and get the cobblestone generator up and running. Once I have the cobblestone generator up and running, I can spend some time off camera just hammering cobblestone, just sieving materials to get me whatever I need to continue on with other progressions. But we have our first egg. We have our pretty okay sieve. We have infinite water and technically infinite food. But until next time, thank you all so very much for watching. Again, apologies for the couple interruptions during this episode. Voice was just kind of froggy today, but it happens. I hope you have a good day and good game.